to get back to winning ways as well. It's your live game on digital. It's Carlisle United against Grimsby.
Following your favourite team, home and away. This is BBC Radio Humberside Sport.
So thanks for your company here tonight on BBC Radio Humberside. So you've got a choice of listening. On FM you can hear City against Leeds. On Freeview it is Scunthorpe United against Charlton. And on digital, big game for Grimsby Town. It is Carlisle United against the Mariners.
Rob, welcome to Glanford Park then. The Iron taking on Charlton Athletic this evening in League One. And a game I'm really looking forward to. Should be an absolute cracker, this one. Mark Jackson alongside me on commentary for it. Jacko, I don't know about you, but I think this is a really good benchmark now. We've seen what the Iron can do under Stuart McCall for a few weeks. This is a good benchmark for them.
Yeah, of course it is, against a good team in the league. You know, he's been unbeaten since he's come in as a manager. He's had a few curveballs thrown at him with injuries and illness, and had to adapt. But that's a sign of an experienced manager who can do that, and he's not worried about it, confident in the players. And like you said, it'll be a good test today. I'm really looking forward to the game.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. And they've only got 6 players on the bench. I'll go through the full lineup again in just a few minutes' time. But an interesting one with Charlton, because they're still off the field. There's still a lot of unrest with the fans and the owners and everything else. But Lee Bowyer seemingly able to get everyone together, and he's got them playing on the field and kind of shutting out the distractions of what's going on away from them.
I think that's all he can do as a manager, and I think he can connect with the fans because he come through at the club before he went to Leeds.
Yeah.
So he's probably got that connection with the fans as well, and understands the club.
That helps a bit as well, doesn't it? Does that buy you a bit of leeway at times?
I think so, yeah. Because he's been there, done it with the club, not only as a player, but with the club. But all you can do as a manager is shut it out on the pitch, and it'll be a really, really tough game for Scunthorpe tonight. But I think it'll be a really, really good, entertaining one.
Well, the Iron had good joy against them. They won both meetings last season. They won 2-0 here back in November. And then on the 14th of April, went to Charlton and beat them by a goal to nil. Ivan Toney on the score sheet that day. Josh Morris getting the 2 goals here at Glanford Park. He is in the side today. Rory McArdle back in as captain. His first start, just a brief appearance on Saturday. His first start since the Accrington game, which was the first game. And there might have been a bit of a curveball thrown in the warm-ups. I'm laughing. I was going to say it was Stuart McCall's first game in charge against Accrington. But they've swerved us, haven't they, in the warm-ups?
Yeah, it looks like Clark's going to line up as a fullback. Or is it changing?
And McArdle in the holding role, perhaps. Well, there you go.
Well, we'll see how that goes. But I did say to you, the notorious for playing a diamond at Charlton, and
yeah,
to combat that, there's going to be space out wide, and if Clark can get up and down, and that's his game, and he can do that, you can really exploit teams in the wide areas.
I'm not speaking for both of us when I say that it's a good job that Freeview coverage tonight is purely sound, not footage. You can't see us. Jacko's fine. You don't want me on your TV screen. BBC Radio Humberside on Freeview channel 721. Tuesday night sport. We're underway at Glanford Park. Charlton get us started in their away kit of white shirts, black shorts and white socks. And that white ball slid across to Funto Ojo, but it's intercepted by the pink-haired, pink-booted Lyle Taylor, former Iron striker, who backheels it into play. He nearly stumbles into the terraces, but gets the ball away. Then it's played forward by the Iron. Humphreys is there, and it's headed out for a Scunthorpe United throw. And what have you seen?
I'm just looking at where Clark is now.
Now they have changed.
Now Clark's moved back into the midfield role, the holding role in there.
Yeah.
And you look at you going with 3 centre-backs.
We'll see what Ojo does as well with that. He's just played the throw-in from the right-hand side, but it's with Colclough. Then he loses out. That one's poked away up towards Tariq Fosu. The Iron get it back with McArdle, and he sweeps it out to the left to Borthwick Jackson, who thought about the shot, skips past the challenge, goes down, free kick to the Iron. It's left of the D, maybe 5 or 6 yards outside the box, but you'd still say Josh Morris territory.
Worth a go. I've seen his free kicks, what he scored before. It's certainly his range. So looking to get an early shot on target and test the keeper.
Funto's with it as well, though. He's got a bit of a shot on him, hasn't he, when he unleashes one?
Well, I always like that, and I say to the players I work with, it's always good to have two players on the ball. It keeps the goalkeeper thinking, keeps him guessing. If you just have one player on the ball, he knows where, he has an idea where it might go. Yeah. So to have two players on it, it just keeps him guessing a little bit.
Minute and a half gone then. It's goalless here at Glanford Park, but the Iron have a free kick with Colclough, with Ojo and Morris all over it at the moment. Just having a conference, just deciding who's going to take it. And Colclough and Morris standing over it. And I think it's going to be Ojo, is it? No, it's not. Then he lays it off to Colclough, takes a deflection and goes wide for a corner. Unfortunately, there was a bit of indecision, a bit of hesitancy, and it allowed the wall, which they shouldn't have done, because the referee didn't pull it back. The wall was, or one man was already 3 or 4 yards out away from the wall, wasn't he?
Yeah, definitely. That's frustrating when that happens. But it's lucky enough they've got a corner there. And it's a good little bit of early pressure from Scunthorpe. It's always nice to do that at home as well and get the first corner and put the goalkeeper and the Charlton defence under a little bit of pressure.
Corner from the left side then. The Iron left to right in claret and blue in this first half towards the railway end of Glanford Park. And the arms go up and Colclough will swing this one in towards the front post, and Scunthorpe United have an early lead. And it's Charlie Good who's got in at the near post, and he's got in with a side foot. And what a start for the Iron. With injuries, with illness, with suspensions, a change of system for the Iron. And Scunthorpe United lead here at Glanford Park. It's the Iron 1, Charlton 0 inside the first 3 minutes.
Fantastic start. Charlie Good scoring there. Like we said there, a little bit of pressure on the Charlton goal with a free kick. Get the corner in there. It's always good to get the first corner and put a little bit of pressure in. And when you've got 3 players like McArdle, Burgess and Good attacking the ball, they're going to be a threat. They're going to be a threat at set plays.
There's an injured Charlton player down, so there's going to be a halt in play anyway, but it won't get restarted straight away. Lee Bowyer's going to be pulling his hair out though at the defending to allow Good to get in that position, isn't he? I mean, it's a good delivery. It's a good
delivery. It's a good run, but especially early on in the game, concentration needs to be there, and I'm sure he's expecting it's to be better defended than that. But it's a good start for Scunthorpe. Fantastic.
Yeah, exactly, absolutely, and a really nice finish from Charlie as well. I mean, it's away from us because people who know Glanford Park, we're sort of at the midway point from halfway to the Donny Road end, so it's at the other end of the ground. But you could see he's just nipped in, hasn't he? And he's got a nice side foot.
I say all the time, it's a timing of the movements. It's a ball coming in. Of course, you need that delivery, but the aggressiveness of the run and the timing of that run, just to get in front of the defender and nick it in.
I think Charlton are going to have to make a change already, aren't they? They're going to have to bring off left back Lewis Page, the former West Ham youngster, and he's going to be replaced by the 21-year-old Dutchman who's come through the youth system. And I'm not dropping my T's and H's when I say this. It is actually spelled Anthony Dijksteel, Fernee, just so in case people say, oh, he's not pronouncing his T's and his H's. Anthony Dijksteel's going to come on, so already we'll talk about the Iron having to adjust and everything else. Now Lee Bowyer's had to do that within 5 minutes now we're on.
Charlton Athletic substitution replacing number 3 Lewis Page is number 2 Fernee Dijksteel.
So a change for Charlton in the opening few minutes, and a goal for the Iron in the opening 3 minutes. Dijksteel I think is going to go over to right back, and it looks like Chris Solly will come over to the left back position. So already Charlton up against it, but no doubt they'll have a response with a couple of players up front who are scoring goals in Grant and Lyle Taylor, the former Iron striker. They have a throw in on that right side. It's thrown in. It's the white away shirts. They've got sort of stripes from neck down to waist, right down the middle, red and black stripes as well, just breaking up the white on there, but looking like a washing machine advert. Nice and pristine. Knocking the ball around over on that right hand side. The ball swung in towards the edge of the area, held up there by a Charlton player, poked out to this left side to Lyle Taylor, tries the cross, that one comes off Charlie Good. He scored the goal, now he's defending one, and it's out for a Charlton corner. 1-0 the Iron lead, and we've had 6 minutes of the game in your Freeview commentary on Tuesday Night Sport, BBC Radio Humberside. It's going to be swung in from this left-hand side. Josh Cullen, the former Bradford loanee, headed away by Lee Novak, headed back into the Iron area. Taylor's offside surely, comes out to the edge of the box, not cleared yet. Clark's in there with a challenge. It's still Charlton in possession at the moment. Laid on to that right-hand side. Fosu almost slips. Ball laid off and then given away. Morris stumbles a bit as well. Humphries tries to get there and he's managed to force himself into a good position. Works the ball across halfway. He's got 3 players around him if he needs them. Colclough on the far side. Humphries into the area. On his right foot tries a shot. It's blocked and that was a bit of a wasted one. But Borthwick Jackson has got there first to the ricochet. Plays it out to the right side to Colclough. Attacking the edge of the area. On his left foot. Tries a shot. Drags it wide. Needed to at least try and test the keeper with that one. But he puts it out for a goal kick. But a nice break from the Iron after a bit of a penalty area scramble.
I think that's a missed opportunity. The breakaway, they had bodies forward and just held on to it a little bit too long. And
did Humphries hesitate a bit too much?
To be fair, he actually got in the box, and I thought, all you need to do is shift it half a yard, and you're getting your shot away. But it just didn't move the defender enough, to get that clear shot away. But a good break again.
Yeah, it was.
That's the chance what they can do: soak up a little bit of pressure, defend it well, and then break with pace and aggression there going forward.
Ojo with a strong tackle in midfield there, wins the ball. Morris picks up on it as it runs to that left-hand side, tries to play it down the line for Ojo, who'd made the run, comes off a Charlton player and out for a throw-in, which Borthwick Jackson will take. So a really positive start from the Iron, certainly in terms of how they were playing anyway, and then to get the corner off the initial free kick, and then the corner swung in and Charlie Good meeting it at the front post and side-footing that one in for his 2nd of the season. Throw-in taken in towards Novak, who comes deep for it. Lays it off to Clark, playing that holding role alongside Ojo. Nice ball out to the right side to Colclough. 12 yards out, pushes to the goal line. Tries to get past his man, but Solly had it covered and plays it off Colclough, and that'll go out for a Charlton throw-in. So 3 changes then for the Iron. With Clark, McArdle and Humphries all coming in. There's no Lund, he's suspended. Perch pulled out with illness this morning. And Ike Ugbo obviously injured in Saturday's game at Burton. James Horsfield not in the squad, he's got an injury as well. So they've got Anik in goal, a back 4, Charlie Good playing at right back alongside McArdle, Burgess and Borthwick Jackson. The 2 central midfielders are Ojo and Clark. Clark got some defending to do here. Goods fouled his man, Lyle Taylor. Colclough's playing on the right. Josh Morris left but sort of drifting in when he gets chance to, and Humphries his partner in Novak up front. There's a bit of power and size with those two as well to ask a few questions. Yeah,
well, I think Scunthorpe have lined up with Clark in there and Ojo and Morris playing in field.
We'll come back to that in a second because they've played the free kick quickly. Taylor swings across in a dangerous one and it's only just gone wide of the upright right side for the Irons' point of view. But Lyle Taylor with a really nice delivery. It was a cross-come shot, and had someone got in there at the back post, the Iron would have found themselves 1-1.
You've always seen them go in the back of the goal as well. A great ball going in, and you try and say just feed it in there at the far stick, and he's hoping people will get across. But luckily enough for Scunthorpe, it's gone wide for a goal kick.
You were saying about the lineup.
Yeah, you've got Clark in there, you've got Morris playing in there, and I think it combats their midfield and stops them dominating, because all you need there is one of the centre forwards to drop on their deepest player, and then you've got them matched up. And I think you can really exploit them with Borthwick Jackson and the right-sided player Colgoff. He can really get at him down the right-hand side.
But here come Charlton forward again now with Fosu, who's just got away from Clark. Ojo nibbling at him. Ball into the right-hand side of the penalty area, but the flag's up for offside against Grant. And, he's in good form. He scored 3 in the last... So he didn't score in the last game, but got 3 in 2 games prior to that. But he just edged offside in that one. But you can see, can't you? Clark's keeping an eye on Fosu.
Yeah.
And Ojo's picking off Aribo.
Morris is dealing with their right side of the diamond.
Which is Josh Cullen, yeah.
And then if needs be, one of the strikers can drop in there and just take care of the deepest lying one.
Yeah. So at the moment it's matched up well, and that's fine, and they've got the lead, so now it's up to Charlton to actually try and do something about it themselves.
Which I think what Scunthorpe will want, because they've just shown how they can hit them on the break and get bodies forward and create chances.
11 minutes gone at Clanford Park. The Iron lead 1-0. Charlie Good's 3rd minute goal, giving United the lead in this one. Charlton have brought a modest travelling support from London on a Tuesday night, as you'd probably expect. A familiar hush around Clanford Park at the moment, but it is the home side that lead. Header there by Borthwick Jackson to intercept that throw-in from Charlton, and it will be an Iron throw-in over on the left-hand side. Charlton then have got steering goal. They've now got a back four of Dijksteel, who's come on for Page. Dijksteel switched to right back for Page, who was the left back. Solly's gone over to the left. Jason Pearce and Naby Sarr, the two centre halves. Pratley's holding with Aribo, Cullen, the two sort of central midfielders. Fosu playing further forward, just behind Grant and Taylor. As Charlton have the throw-in on that right side, cut out by Borthwick Jackson, then hooked forward by Pratley, who Swansea once paid 100,000 for. That one's headed out by Charlton for an iron throw, midway inside the United half on that far left-hand side as they attack left to right as we look at it. The iron bench, just 6 substitutes on there with Flatt, Dales, Lewis, Thomas, Sutton and Buttroyd. And the Charlton bench is Phillips, Reeves, Vita Cayley, Morgan, Nicky Ajosi, the former Iron player, and George Lapsley. As I said, Dijksteel's already come on. As Ojo goes up for a header there, wins it, then it comes back again and goes away from him and runs through to Lyle Taylor, who can take on the defence and tries a shot from range on the deflection. Grant puts it sideways. That's really good work from Rory McArdle, who threw himself in the way. Didn't make contact, but it was enough with Grant on his right foot trying to curl it past Anik, and in the end he's put it wide of the left hand upright as we look at it, and that's good work from the Iron to recover after Anik made the save.
I think it's a big miss from Charlton, that. You know, I think you give credit there to McArdle, of course you do, because it's that emergency defending where he's going to have to chuck his body in, and you can say he's just affected him, but
he's not blocked it, has he?
No, he's not blocked it. I think if that's at the other end, we'd be saying you should be scoring that.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. But some shot from Taylor to pull off to force the save, I should say, from Anik.
That's a threat from Charlton. You know, I think the front two, you know, are quick, they're strong, and they're willing to get the shots away if you give them that space and time.
But Charlton have got the ball back again quickly. On halfway and then dispossessed. Morris will try and swing one forward. That's a reckless attempt at a clearance by Sarr. And from the edge of his area, he sliced it that much. It's gone out for a corner kick, again from the left-hand side where the goal came from.
Yeah, but it'd be interesting now to see the Charlton players now. I'm sure they'll be going, amongst each other, going switch yourselves on. But another opportunity for Scunthorpe to get the movement right, to get the delivery right, and attack that ball.
Nearly 14 minutes gone. The Iron with a corner, still goalless in our 2 other commentaries tonight. Hull City and Leeds, Grimsby Town at Carlisle. And the Iron have this corner, which Colclough will take. McArdle makes the move. This time it goes to the back post. Novak goes up for it. It's headed away by Charlton. Ojo's there for it. Side foots it back to Clark. Clark will chip it out to that left side to Colclough, who brings it under control on his chest, then can drive in towards the edge of the box. On his right foot, tries a shot, doesn't beat the first man, and it's blocked and cleared away by Solly. That's out for an Iron throw-in. But plenty of positivity about the way the Iron are going about this.
Definitely, they're not holding back. Once they get in that final third, they've been really, really positive, getting at the defenders and looking to get shots away.
Borthwick Jackson from the left then, 12 yards out, and has a throw-in. Clark's run short for him, but Morris is showing near the goal line. Back to Borthwick Jackson, rides a challenge, pushes to the goal line, tries to get the corner, gets the cross in, little flick on, out for another corner kick. Again, plenty of pressure, and it's a lot of it's coming down that left-hand side. They've spotted it. I mean, Solly's had to switch, hasn't he?
Yeah.
But even before that.
Well, even before that, when they are trying to, Charlton are packing the middle of the pitch, they are going to be vulnerable down the sides, and Scunthorpe is trying to exploit that.
So with another corner for the Iron. Again, it'll be Colclough that will take it, right-footed, and hangs this one up towards the back post. Good's in there. Keeper punches that one away. Ojo will try and get in there. Novak's managed to block off Fosu. Novak with the cross into the area. Good with the header, and that one's wide. Applause from the fans, though, because he had a go. He just had to kind of arch his neck a bit, but he had a go at it.
And I think you can see the fans are appreciative of the team now they've started on the front foot and really positive and creating chances. So that's good.
BBC Radio Humberside, Tuesday night sport. A nearly mistake there by Charlton, but Cullen gets away with it. Mentioned Stuart McCall knows him, played 46 games under McCall. He had a couple of loan spells at Bradford, but had 1 season under the now Iron boss. He's on loan from West Ham, Cullen. That's chipped forward for Lyle Taylor to run after, into towards the left corner flag. He's pushing towards the edge of the penalty area. Good standing off him at the moment. Still Taylor inside the area. Chips one towards the back post. Burgess heads that one away. Good work from Burgess and sent it off to the side as well to send that one away. But the Charlton player gets there with Pratley. Now inside to Cullen. Back out to Pratley again. Now Cullen once more. Diminutive figure in the centre of the Charlton midfield. Fosu has almost taken that one away. Borthwick Jackson just dallying with it. Now Fosu has won it. Ball comes in from the right hand side. McArdle blocks it with his knee and out for a corner. That was sloppy and unnecessary, wasn't it?
Just caught on the ball a little bit, he got it caught under his feet. Didn't think quick enough, and they're going to have to defend the corner now.
From that right hand side, I should say, which Cullen will take as the right footer. Just one defeat in the last 9, 10 if you include playoffs at home in the league. Ball into the area and headed down, and Lyle Taylor gets it, and he's just headed that one simply from the corner. It came across towards the back. It was headed back towards the 6-yard box, and Lyle Taylor too easy with the pink hair and the pink boots. He's tickled pink with that because Charlton are level. It's Scunthorpe United 1, Charlton 1.
And how often do you see that? It's from the second phase of the corner, not the first header. The amount of times the ball goes over the defender's head and you follow the ball, you don't see where your man is, and he's just peeled off at the far stick, and it's an easy chance for him to finish. But to get in that position, we've got to be doing better as defenders to stop that. 2 corners, 2 goals.
And it had to be the former Iron Man. It simply had to be. And now Josh Morris not happy. There's a bit of time wasting. Fosu's tying his laces, but in the field of play, Morris is saying surely he should have to go off the field. But that's going to frustrate Stuart McCall, isn't it, to concede like that? Exactly
like you were saying about the Charlton manager being frustrated early on in the game. To concede from that in that second phase of play, it's disappointing.
So it's 1-1, 18 and a half minutes gone. Now Fosu is being made to leave the field of play, finally. Took him long enough. And here's Burgess into Morris. Morris at halfway. Burgess tries to play it forward. It's blocked, but then ricocheted off Burgess, who doesn't realise that, thinks that it's his throw. And he's protesting that enough to think that might be a questionable decision.
I thought it was Scunthorpe throw. Yeah. We're a fair distance away, but yeah, it definitely looked like a Scunthorpe throw.
It was Big Naby Sarr who got the header in there, number 23, wasn't he? He just peeled off, didn't he?
Peeled off, headed it back across goal. And you see it all the time where people marking, follow the ball, they don't see where the man is. Yeah, sloppy one to concede.
There is Sarr. He's laying the ball back to his keeper, Steer, who sent it long. He's on loan from Aston Villa. Played for them in their opening game of the season over at the Cacom Stadium against Hull City. The game Villa won that night. There's Colclough challenging for the ball. Strong challenge from him, but Charlton come away with it. Played out to the left side to Solly. Now it's with Aribo. Now Solly down the left-hand side. Taylor driving down the left. He's got McArdle in front of him. Needs some support. Taylor pushing to the goal line. Drags one back. Needs to be defended. It is. Burgess plays that one away. But the Iron fans getting a bit frustrated that Taylor's been allowed to just have his merry time on the ball.
He's a tricky player and he's a quick player.
He is.
So they're going to have the work cut out against the 2 forwards, the 3 centre backs of Scunthorpe tonight, and they've got to be patient when they're defending. You go diving into a player like that and he skips past you, he's away from you. So you've got to be patient. You've got to try and stop the cross. You've got to try and get a block in. And you certainly got, when crosses do come in the box, which you will do, you've got to defend them well.
5 goals in 25 appearances in the 2014-15 season for the Iron, but for Wimbledon, scored 55 goals in 150 appearances.
Bit of a difference.
Just a little bit. And he's got 6 now, including tonight, in 10 games and how long we had? 21 minutes. Just goes to show sometimes a club just doesn't work for you and others it does.
Yeah, sometimes they settle, sometimes they don't. And confidence is a big thing with strikers as well.
Yeah.
He's obviously in a good vein of form and got plenty of confidence.
Yeah, good lad as well. Always like chatting to Lyle Taylor as McArdle and Ojo concede a free kick. About 15 yards inside the Iron half. Referee Darren Drysdale. His baldy head shining in the floodlights with a very definite gesture to make sure the Iron players moved away. As Solly plays one in towards Grant, and it's picked up here by Aribo. Feeds it into Fosu. McArdle has to get there on the stretch. He does. but only to the left-hand side where Taylor keeps it in play and drives in towards the edge of the area. Got good, squares a ball, and it's poked, and it's an own goal by Burgess. It's an own goal by Burgess. Aribo kind of tapped it towards goal. He might get the credit because I think it was perhaps on target anyway, but Burgess has redirected it and past Anik, and having led after just 3 minutes, the Iron now find themselves behind to the side who are unbeaten in 6 in the league. Charlton Athletic coming to Glanford Park, and after a bit of a wobble to start with, they've found their groove and they've found the lead. It's the Iron 1, Charlton 2.
Well, I sensed it after the equaliser went in. I think Scunthorpe, that calmness on the ball, looking after the ball, which they did in the first 5 minutes how they started the game, just went a little bit of panic set in. And certainly Taylor is a very dangerous player, and again you see him running at the centre back then. We're backing off, and he gets a crossing, and it's a unfortunate own goal. But he's a dangerous player who's going to, the defenders need to get a grip of him early doors, or more goals could follow.
Yeah, and it was only a toe poke from Aribo, wasn't it?
Is that a good finish? Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be a cleanly struck ball, does it?
Was it on target? I think it's been given as Aribo's goal.
I think it was going on target. Whether it had gone in past a goalkeeper with that pace, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But again, Taylor running at the defence. I said before, you have to be patient, but sometimes you can't back off. You've got to stand your ground and just try and make them, make the first move really. But he's going to be a danger tonight.
He's their biggest threat, but they're not picking up the movement in and around the middle outside the area either, as the Iron have given away a free kick here as well, so more danger to deal with. Lyle Taylor's just kept himself to the left here, might not even go near him. It's not going to be Cullen's going to curl this in towards the back post. Anik punches that one away, and Humphries should be there. He does control it on his chest, gets a little pull of the shoulder, and Darren Prattley's going to go in the referee's notebook. Taking one for the team, that I think, isn't it? Yeah.
Scunthorpe just need to settle down. They don't. They need to get a feel of the ball. They need to get back on the ball. And you see there, Taylor, even on the free kick, he was just creeping out onto the left-hand side, because I think he senses now I can get a bit of joy out here.
Yeah.
If I get the ball, if they give me the ball 1v1, I can get out these defenders.
Well, they've obviously picked up on the fact Charlie Good playing as a bit of a makeshift right back. As much as he's a defender, he's a makeshift right back. They're maybe trying to make hay from that, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. So it's about staying in the game now. Charlton showing their little bit of class, and what a good team they are by getting on the ball and popping it about. Scunthorpe just need to be calm, regroup. All right, it's 2-1. The game's not over because of that. There's plenty of time to go yet. They have got a formation here, if played right. What can hurt Charlton, as we've seen?
It's been an action-packed first 25 minutes as Colclough now trying to break away down that right side. He's got Ojo in support, slides one down the right channel. The Belgian pushes, looks to get the cross in. A challenge is made, and that's going to be a corner. Ojo didn't appeal anything. I think a few fans maybe thought it was a good, strong challenge, it looked like.
Again, down the sides, we had some joy early doors down the left-hand side. That's a little bit of joy down the right-hand side as well, and that's where we can really get at Charlton.
Morris and Colclough. This time it's from the right, so it's for the natural left-footed in-swinger with Morris, and hangs this one up towards the back post, maybe too far, headed away by Charlton. Borthwick Jackson will be first to it, takes a touch and then kind of gets himself into a bit of a tight squeeze. He wins the throw-in, but that'll allow Charlton to just push out towards the edge of the area. 1-0 the Iron led, 2-1 Charlton now lead after 25 minutes. And you're listening to BBC Radio Humberside. Here's Borthwick Jackson, Mike White and Mark Jackson alongside me for commentary tonight. Here's Clark, crossing from Borthwick Jackson in towards Novak, looks to control it, might fall to Humphries, but Charlton are able to clear that one away, and it's going to be chased after by Carl and Grant. McArdle's got to watch him. Grant out to that right hand side, gets away from McArdle. Danger here again for the Iron, into the area, tries to drag it back. Good challenge from Burgess. Drifts out to that right side to Haribo. Haribo into the area, cross ball in. Good gets a touch on it, comes out, Solly with the shot, and it drops down. Comfortable in the end for the keeper, but could have gone anywhere and maybe could have ended up taking another touch.
Colclough just switched off there a little bit with the full back getting ahead of him. Bit of miscommunication there, and he's let him come in and get a shot away. I've been really impressed with the two Charlton strikers. After the first 5 minutes, they've looked lively, positive when they get the ball, and a real threat.
The Iron look jittery, don't they, at the moment?
Yeah, it's, like I said, since I conceded the equaliser, they just went a little bit.
Yeah. His steering, a sort of lime green colour. Just chips that one out to that right side to Solly. Behind him to Pearce. Not Solly, sorry, to Dijksteel, I should say. Solly's on this left-hand side. That's good work from Charlton to break away. And now fed into the area. Grant's trying to get on the end of it. McArdle intercepts. Good work from the Iron captain.
Good defending.
Yeah. Needed to be. So as I said, they've got the jitters a little bit since that goal. And then Clark tries to side foot one back to one of the defenders on that left side. He's missed both of them. And he's put it out for a throw-in. In a deep area for Charlton to get possession.
That's where you just need that little bit of calmness on the ball, that little bit of possession. Just take the sting out of what Charlton are putting into the game at the moment and have the ball for a little bit.
Throw-in taken in towards Fosu. Out to that right side to Aribo. Tries the cross. Comes off Borthwick Jackson out for a throw-in. It's Tuesday night sport. We've got 3 commentaries for you tonight. Hull City against Leeds United. The big Yorkshire derbies on 95.9 FM. On digital radio, Grimsby Town are up in the northwest taking on Carlisle. Big game for Michael Jolly. And here come Charlton. 2-1 up here against the Iron at Glanford Park. And they've got a corner. Attempted cross from that right side is deflected and away, which Cullen will take. They'll need to defend it better than they did for the opening goal, which saw Lyle Taylor get on the end of a second phase ball. And Cullen, left arm goes up in the air. Set piece play has been indicated. Lots of movement in the area. This one's swung out almost towards the penalty spot. Sarr tries to get there. The Iron have played it away. Colclough can feed it on the diagonal to Humphreys. Morris is making a run if he can pick him out. Humphreys driving towards the edge of the box. Checks his run. Now he's just slowed the play down. The Iron fans wanting a bit more urgency. Colclough has it on the right. He's got Ojo inside. Uses him. Ojo now has to drift to that right side. Curls across in towards Morris but headed away. And then Borthwick Jackson just knocks a header back to McArdle, who in turn finds Burgess on that left side. Further left is Borthwick Jackson, and then swings across in dangerously, and it's defended by Sarr, and then headed away for a corner. Brantley taking no chances. That's dangerous ball in.
That's better play. You know, Morris before that, fantastic break forward. Yes, he wanted the ball earlier. He didn't get it.
Was he covered?
I'm not sure. I think if he'd have got the ball right, it would have had to be inch perfect. But they didn't give it up. They built the play, and then they've ended up getting a shot of goal and getting a corner again. So that's good play.
The Iron led, but they're 2-1 down at the moment. But they have this corner, left-hand side in at the front. Humphreys tries to meet it, comes off a Charlton player, out for another corner.
That's a better ball, rather than high in the air and lofted without any pace. Get some pace on the ball. Let people get across the defenders. Much better ball.
Yeah. Which is how the goal came about for the Iron. It's taken short this time. Morris will curl this one in. Defended by Charlton. Out to Borthwick. Yes. Jackson tries to shot. Oh my word! What a strike from the Manchester United left back. Borthwick Jackson. He's sat up perfectly for him and he's caught the sweetest left foot. And he struck it past the keeper into the net. And a first career senior goal for Borthwick Jackson. That one will go in the archives. He'll remember that for a long time. Scunthorpe United 2, Charlton 2. What a strike.
We've got a game on as well. We've got a game on tonight. Great strike again from a corner. Second phase of it is coming out. He's had the confidence to hit it with his left foot. I don't know whether he got a slight deflection, but I'm not taking naught away from that goal. Fantastic strike.
You can't tell from here, can you?
No, I'm not sure. It just seemed to take a little bit of pace off it, but the direction of it was fantastic, and the confidence to have that strike at the edge of the box was great as well.
And as you said, game on.
Game on. Definitely got a game on tonight. We've got a game on.
Yep. And he'll enjoy that. His first ever senior goal.
You always remember that, yeah. Mine was at Halifax.
Was it?
Yeah. The Shea. The Scunthorpe, yeah.
Still unbuilt at that point, knowing the Shea, because it took about 20 years to.
Yeah,
to
I think it was. Yeah.
But Charlton, as they have been, very positive and trying to get forward again. McArdle's been put to ground as Grant doesn't look much, but we've seen a couple of times he's quite strong, and this ball's going to be swung in from Cullen from the right, and that's going to go out. Is it? Oh, Grant's kept it in. He's done well, and he's nutmegged Good, but Good's done well to step in front of him.
Good
then he's fouled. Good work.
Good defending.
Yeah.
He's got the nutmeg in there. He's kept the ball in. Like I said, these Charlton players are quick. Get to the ball quick, and good defending there. Good defending. Just take the sting out of it now a little bit. You've got yourself back into the game. I think there's going to be a few twists and turns in this game so far as well, with the goals and what have you.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard, I don't know if you were listening when you were coming in. I said I had a feeling that this would be a game like Saturday. I did think there'd be goals unlike Saturday, but I said two teams that could cancel each other out. I don't know, maybe I'm right. If it finishes 2-2, then maybe so, but it's not quite the game I expected.
Could be a slugfest. You score, we score, you score, we score.
I maybe thought a 1-1 quite sort of, not tight, but do you know what I mean? Sort of fairly even game.
Yeah. It's not proved that so far. I think it's important now that the Scunthorpe players.
Oh, the keeper for Charlton just put him under a bit of pressure there. Ball played back to him, and Humphreys did well to close him down. And to be fair, Humphreys is a unit, so if you see him bearing down on you,
you're going to panic a bit.
Yeah. Wow, 2-2. Foul there, was it on Humphreys? No, referee lets it go, and Charlton come away with it with Aribo. Tries to chip it down the left for Grant. Well chested down by McArdle. Will send that one long up towards Humphreys. That comes off his chest, but no one there for the knockdown. It's worked back to the keeper, and it nearly causes a problem for himself there as Novak was coming in. And someone decides to turn the microphone on and nearly deafen everyone. Anyway, got enough drama here. Don't need that as well. Charlton possession with Cullen. Out to the left to Aribo. Now Fosu, dispossessed by the iron. Clark has it. Out to the right to Colclough. Turns inside a challenge. Has someone nipping at his heels. That's got to be a free kick, surely.
He's got to bring that back. He's got to bring it back.
And Stuart McCall fuming about that one. So too is Kenny Black, and rightly so. But it's out to the right side to Taylor, where Burgess is watching him. Taylor turns away from his man, keeps the ball in play, and still has it. He's got support on the left side if he can find him, but Taylor tries a left-footed shot, and it's a grass cutter, and it's into the hands of Anik, who's gone for a quick restart. Humphreys almost gets to it, but it's brought down by Dykesteel. Now Taylor, who gets a couple of boos, not sure why. Ball threaded through. Grant into the area. He's got some support if he can find his man. It's a 2-on-1, and it's a great save from Anik. And I'm not surprised Aribo's fuming, because Grant's gone for glory. He had the side footer, the square ball if he needed it, and he didn't. He's gone for the shot, and Anik's denied him. It's a corner.
That's a tap-in. Well, if he squares it, it's a tap-in. That's a danger what Charlton have got, that pace on the break. And I think whoever's going to win this game, it's whichever defence tightens up the quickest for me. Yeah.
He should have squared it. Thankfully for the iron, he didn't. And in the end, Anik did well to spread himself.
Fantastic save.
Grant.
Great save.
Yeah.
Great save.
Corner for Charlton, the right side. 2-2. What a first half of football we've had. Ball in, headed away by Burgess, because Sarr was just lining himself up for the header there, wasn't he?
Good defending again, yeah, good defending. Even you put it out for a corner, you defend it again.
Thanks to Ross, who's messaged. He said he's watching the TV screen. He's got Pompey on one screen, Scunny on the other. He said, good to hear Jacko alongside Mike White. Good choice, Mike. He approves of Mark Jackson with us. Corner in from the right side by Charlton. Headed away by Borthwick Jackson. Edge of the area. Drops down. Colclough helps it on. And it'll be picked up by Charlton and fed out to this left side to Cullen. Cullen on his right foot. Plays a short ball into the area to Pratley. Pratley to Taylor, who's just on the inside edge of the area on the left side. Blocked by Clark as he tries to cross it. And now Ojo can slide away to this right side. Blocked by Pratley and out for an iron throw-in. It's no shortage of action in this one.
You see Charlie Good there, just saying to Ojo there, just calm it down a little bit. Let's get a grip of it. Let's get a foothold in the game. Let's have the ball for a little bit.
As a former defender, though, you've got to be looking at this and saying this isn't a great advert for two defences, is it?
Defence is out on top at the moment. And like I said to you before, so whichever defence tightens up the quickest,
yeah,
the team's got a chance of winning it, because both teams have proven they can score goals.
Yeah. Here's Solly down the left side. Played away by McArdle. Colclough goes down. No foul, says the referee. Fans not happy with that. And Charlton have it with Pratley in towards Fosu, trying to get the ball out from under his feet. Pratley's in there, challenged by Ojo. Fosu gets it back again, left side of the area, square ball. McArdle has it under his feet, plays it out only as far as Fosu. Not good from him. No. Attempted curling shot. Fosu got it straight on in the end, and it's gone about 10 yards wide of the right hand upright. 2-2, 37 minutes gone nearly, and you're listening to BBC Radio Humberside, and it's non-stop action here at Glanford Park.
No, it's been action-packed. It's been, I say, not one for the defensive purists, but for the attacking purists who want to see that and want to see goals. It's been good.
Grimsby Town lead by a goal to nil in Carlisle. Hendry scored it. Of course, they did lead on Saturday.
Manager there looking to turn it around after 60 feet, is it?
Yeah, 60 feet on the bounce.
They're wanting to do that and hold that lead.
It's a really rough run at the moment for the Mariners. Michael Jolly under pressure, but that might just help things a little bit.
If you look there, you look at Borthwick Jackson there in acres of space. If the Scunthorpe can just get the ball down and have that switch of play on, they're going to get a lot of joy down them channels. Yeah.
And now he's going to try and close this pass down, and he has. He's done well, Borthwick Jackson. Chance for the Iron. Humphreys into Borthwick Jackson! 2-1! He got his first senior goal, and he's got the second. And Mark Jackson called it. Borthwick Jackson had the space. Some good hassle from the Iron. Humphreys picked it up, and he slid the ball in, and the Iron left back with a thunderous left-footed shot. And Scunthorpe United lead again. It's action-packed at Glanford Park, and it's only the first half. What's to come? It's the Iron 3, Charlton Athletic 2.
Your left back's on a hat-trick. Fantastic. And we said there just before, he's in acres of space. And the way Charlton are playing, the way they're playing that diamond and packing that midfield, you can really, really exploit them down the channels. And it was a good little bit of pressure there, what helped Scunthorpe win the ball back. But it's that awareness from Borthwick Jackson to make that run forward, to make that interception, and then that calmness in front of goal. And that's his, it's on his second ever career goal.
Yeah.
You'd think he was a striker in front of it, the way he took both of them.
Really nice finish, wasn't it?
Fantastic finish, calm, collected.
Oh. And now he's up for it, but he's just given away a free kick, unfortunately. Desperate to get on the ball at halfway. Charlton's free kick. But you called it, you spotted it, and and it was the hassle, wasn't it, to close Charlton down and get the ball. And Humphreys, fair play to him, could have tried to go himself, but he saw the opening, didn't he? And now the Iron breaking again with Colclough, but good challenge there by Sarr, and played inside to Cullen. It's very, very open. Clark stumbles as Cullen plays it out to the left side to Taylor. Taylor into the area to Pratley, hooked away by McArdle, but it's blocked.
Well done,
and Morris does well to get ahead on it. It comes to Humphreys. Humphreys out to the right side to Colclough, drags it away. Can he play Humphreys in? Chips a ball forward. Oh, it just took a touch. Just a touch from Dykesteel, who came on. And that's a good strong challenge there from Borthwick Jackson. He's flying, he's got 2 goals, he's making tackles. The fans are enjoying this. I might be a bit concerned about some of the defending, but they're enjoying the fact their side are back and 3-2 up.
Well, it's a big last 5 minutes we're into now.
Hold out now. Ball down the line to Taylor for Charlton. Again, some boos for Lyle Taylor. Little
good
step
defending.
over, good work from Good, who felt he should have got the throw in. (3-2) the Iron lead. And we've had it plenty to talk about. Here's Fosu inside the area, a little step over, left hand side, Goods slid in, mistake here, ball played into the chest of Grant, who had his back to goal, and he still has possession. Tries a chip ball in, and Good has to hook that one away. That was a bit risky from Good going down, and that's a free kick given away by Ojo. It's a cheap one. That's not, for me, that's not a free kick.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Yeah, not having that. Charlie Good slid in too easy there as he's gone to ground a bit too quickly.
He did, yeah.
Just before that. And now the free kick being given away just off the left-hand angle of the penalty area. So it's about maybe 19 yards out. And Cullen will look to swing this in. They've got some big boys up there, particularly the likes of Naby Sarr. Lyle Taylor's in there as well. Pierce has gone forward. The referee sets this free kick on its way. Cullen swings it in, punched away by Anik. Good work from the Iron keeper in bright yellow. Came flying through, flashing through a load of bodies to punch that one clear. And it's been cleared away and out for a Charlton throw-in, but midway inside their own half. Lee Bowyer's got hands in pockets on his big overcoat. Just looking on and wondering, how have we managed to do that?
Well, disappointed with the start. Delighted how his team got back into the game, but really disappointed how he's conceded certainly the equaliser and the third goal as well.
Here's Morris trying to get away from two Charlton players, couldn't quite manage it, and he was sort of forced off it, but got the last touch and gave away the throw-in. Played back to Steer in the Charlton goal, and he tried a little stutter step there, and Humphreys almost made him pay. But he's able to get that ball away, but Burgess heads it to halfway, but Charlton have it with Cullen. Cullen and Colclough going in for it. Morris comes away with it. He's got Novak in support on the right-hand side. Morris keeps going, squares it inside to Colclough. Colclough going to try a shot from range, always rising, and out for a goal kick. Just got underneath it, didn't he? But he saw a chance to have a go.
Definitely, yeah. He's been confident. He's looking confident on the ball. I think for me, in today's game, it's how Josh Morris gets forward but also recovers back into his midfield shape. I think that's vital. That's going to be a vital part of the game going into the second half as well.
Charlton in possession and 3-2 down after the Iron got goals with Charlie Good after 3 minutes, then went 2-1 down, and then Cameron Borthwick-Jackson's first senior career goal on 30 minutes, and then 8 minutes later a second. Both crackers. Really good finishes. The first one from outside the area might have taken a deflection, but who are we to say? Not on the angle we're at.
No, you're not going to take it away from him as well. Fantastic strike.
Ball played forward by Pierce for Charlton down that right hand side. And Dykesteel tried to control it, couldn't manage it, goes out for a throw in. We've got just over a minute left before any stoppage time. There will be a minute or two because they had the injury early on. We've had 5 goals as well. You would certainly think there'll be 2 or 3 minutes of stoppage time.
Yeah, I just need to manage this game out now, and just this first half out. Sorry, not the game, but the first half. He's got to manage the time, have the ball a little bit, have it in areas what's not going to be a threat to the Scunthorpe goal.
Well, if you like open football, this is the game for you. If you like defending, I'd turn away now. Ball played back to Steer. The Charlton keeper swings it long downfield and then played away to halfway where Clark meets it. Jordan Clark playing in a holding role in midfield if you've just joined us. That's due to various absences. Matt Lund suspended and James Perch perhaps, who would have slotted in there to allow Jordan Clark to come in at right back. Perch is ill. Horsfield's injured. So his central midfield options are limited because George Hornshaw's gone out on loan as well. So Stuart McCall just having to rejig things a little bit. Charlie Good playing in at right back. He's made some good challenges. He's got caught a few times as well.
Fourth official will be indicating a minimum of 4 minutes.
4 minutes of added on time, which probably sounds about right with the goals and with the injury stoppage as well. The substitution worked in there. So 4 more minutes of play. And it's 3-2 to the Iron. Here's Humphreys winning the ball back for United. Trying to play a first time ball forward. It's away from Novak. It's beyond Morris. And it'll be Charlton's ball. Well, their only away loss in the league came on the opening day, Charlton, at Sunderland. They have lost in the EFL Cup as well to MK Dons, but they've travelled well so far this season under Lee Bowyer. But right now that run's been challenged. The Iron, of course, got their first home win last Saturday against Shrewsbury. They'd love to add another one to that. Crossfield ball here by Dykesteel, trying to find Taylor. Good heads it. Drops to Solly, I should say, and then McArdle plays that one away for the Iron. And Colclough is fouled, free kick.
Finally got the free kick. 3 attempts, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, took long enough.
Again, you see Taylor there looking for the diagonal ball, pulling out on this on Charlton's left-hand side. He fancies himself out there, coming in from wide areas, getting at the defenders.
Annick's come out to take this free kick. There's definitely no missing him. We'll talk about Lyle Taylor's pink hair. That's positively dull compared to Annick's keeper kit. And he's going to send this one long with a left foot, cross field from right to left up towards Humphreys. Humphreys loses out on the header. Clark should get there first. In fact, he'll leave it for Burgess. Borthwick Jackson can't control it though. There's a bit too much power on that one for him. And Charlton will take the throw in. And we've got about two and a half minutes to half time with the 4-minute stoppage time here. Ball played into Pratley. Plenty of experience for Darren Pratley, the former Fulham youngster. 466 games he's played. Here's Fosu, turns away from Clark. Moves from Ojo as well, and then finds Aribo on his right side. He comes in centrally. Sprays a ball out to this left side. It bypasses Pratley and finds Solly. Solly will play it down the line for Pratley. That goes too far and out for a goal kick. Goal kick to the iron. And welcome to our FM listeners with Hull City 0-0 at half-time against Leeds United here. Plenty of goals to go around. It's Scunthorpe United 3, Charlton Athletic 2. The Iron led on 3 minutes, then trailed after, well, we're pulled level at 18 minutes through Lyle Taylor, the former Iron striker. Then a goal for Charlton on 22 minutes, and then 2 goals in the space of 8 minutes on the half-hour mark and 38 minutes for Cameron Borthwick Jackson, his first career senior goal, and then followed it up with a second. Both were absolute crackers. The first one, maybe more than the second. The second was a really nice goal after a bit of hassle and harry from the Iron to win the ball back. Humphreys played in Borthwick Jackson, and he unleashed the shot inside the penalty area. The first one he scored outside the area, caught it nicely, it sat up for him, and he's caught it sweet and into the roof of the net. And Mark Jackson, well, we've been saying it to people listening for the last 45 minutes. It's not one if you like good defences, but certainly open.
Definitely open game, and like I said, it's whichever defence takes charge in this second half and closing stages of this first half as well can certainly win the game and go on and score more goals as well.
Josh Morris just bundled off the ball there with a nudge in the back by Aribo, and a free kick on halfway to Scunthorpe United. We've got about a minute left of the 4 minutes added on time. Behind 3-2 up, and they're just going to take the time about this one. McArdle just strides up to halfway, then he's going to ping this out to the left side. In fact, we had less than a minute of the 4 minutes added on time as the referee draws this one to a close at the break. And what a game. It's open, it's action-packed, 5 goals to talk about. Welcome back then to Glanford Park, where the first half there was no shortage of action, no shortage of goals. 3-2 the Iron lead. They led on 3 minutes. They trailed 2-1 after 22 minutes and then led 3-2 after 38 minutes. Mark Jackson, have you caught your breath?
I have, yeah, and I'm really looking forward to it. We had a chat at half time there about the game and how exciting it was in the first half going forward. Maybe not defensively, but I'm really intrigued to see how Scunthorpe manage this game now, and we spoke about it a little bit off air there. And it'll be interesting to see how they do it, and is any more goals going to come? Like I said, which team tightens up defensively will have a great chance of winning this game tonight.
Next time we have a break in play, we'll explore a bit of what we were talking about just then. But Lee Bowyer must have sent a bit of a message to his team. He sent them out about 5 minutes early. They'd been out a fair while while the Iron were still enjoying their warm-up and the cup of tea in the dressing room. Not sure if they do cups of tea anymore.
But it's either stern words from the Charlton manager or just a case of, listen, you know what you need to do, get yourself out there, get yourself warmed up and get going.
Keep moving, yeah.
One or the other.
Well, the Iron with a bit of a wasteful ball there just a second ago and gave away a throw-in in their own half to Charlton, who are attacking left to right in this first half in predominantly white shirts, but with a black and red sort of stripe going down from top to bottom, down the middle. Black shorts and white socks. The Iron in their traditional claret and blue shirts. Blue shorts and claret socks as the ball thumps on the tin and metal of the roof. As the ball's worked back by Pierce, the Charlton centre half, and then coolly played back out to him by Steer, the Aston Villa keeper on loan here. Slides it out to Dijksteel, who came on as a early substitute just after the goal. In fact, Page was injured in the build up to the goal, I think. And then it's with Sarr back across to Pearce inside their own half at the moment. Charlton can come forward up to halfway though. Here's Dijksteel, the Dutch fullback. Chips one down that right channel. That'll run through to Jack Anick in goal, with the Eye making 3 changes for this one due to a mix of illness, injury and suspension. No Lund, he's suspended after 5 bookings. James Perch suffering with illness, and Ike Ugbo is injured. He's perhaps going to have to go back to Chelsea to get some treatment on a hamstring problem. So Anick in goal, who strikes this one forward. They're playing a back 3 with Good, McArdle and Burgess, the 3 centre halves. Borthwick Jackson and Colclough, the 2 wing backs, left and right respectively. Borthwick Jackson has 2 goals, his first 2 senior goals in his career. Jordan Clark's playing in the centre of midfield alongside Funso Ojo. It's the 2 holding midfielders, and Josh Morris playing in behind Novak and Humphreys. And the Iron have a free kick midway inside the Charlton half. Played short by Ojo to Clark. Almost shunned too much to the Charlton play, but they get away with it. It's with Good on the right side. Cross ball in towards Morris. It comes out to Borthwick Jackson. He's on a hat-trick. Lining up the shot. Tries the shot. And that's taken a touch wide, has it? They want a corner. It's curled away. But that took a touch.
Took a deflection, yeah. Clear deflection, yeah. Clear deflection. But you can see again in a position there, advanced position where the ball comes out and is in a shooting position again. Maybe not as clear as his goal, but a chance to get a shot away.
One that a scoreline coming in that the man alongside me will be having one eye on with his academy roots. Hull City 0, Leeds United 1. Roberts on 51 minutes as Charlton try and come forward. That's a good challenge by Good, but it's still with Charlton. Pratley has it. He's got Fosu, who made a bit of a nuisance of himself at times, goes down, looks at the referee for a free kick, doesn't get it. Borthwick Jackson lets that go out for a goal kick. Charlton have got steering goal. A back 4 now of Solly, Pearce, Sarr. Dijksteel on the right, I should say. Pearce, Sarr and Solly. Page having to go off injured in the first few minutes. Pratley's the holding midfielder, with Aribo and Cullen playing the 2 left and right central midfield positions, and Fosu playing in just behind Grant and Taylor. When we were talking about the role of Fosu, wasn't we? Grant and Taylor spreading out wide. They're trying to stretch the 3 centre halves, and Fosu's making a real nuisance of himself in that hole, that pocket of space. Yeah,
and we're saying there about Morris is a forward-thinking player, so he's going to get forward. But it's important that he recovers back in there to get that shape to combat their 4 in the middle of the park. You see now the Charlton player, the right side of their diamond, is a little bit concerned about Borthwick Jackson, so he's just looking at him there. And I think if Scunthorpe can get the ball and work it out there quickly, both to the left and right, they're going to get a lot of joy from there.
And the Iron have got joy with a free kick just off for the right hand angle of the penalty area. Colclough was brought down, trying a bit of a twist and a turn, and ended up getting fouled. And both he and Morris looking to line this one up. It's a natural one for Morris to curl in on the left foot, and defences hate dealing with that one, don't they?
Always like to see a left footer in swinging there into goal. What you say, you get the pace on the ball, and you try and say to the free kick taker there, if no one touches the ball, it should go into the far stick of the goal.
So that's where you're aiming it, yeah.
That's where you aim.
And anything else is a bonus, yeah. Well, here it is. Yeah. Morris will curl this one. Left footed, he got under it. Unfortunately, that was more like a rugby conversion.
You can see what he's trying to do, just the execution of it, but he's trying to whip that ball across, where players can get across and just get a glancing header.
So out for a Charlton goal kick. United's bench, they've only got 6 subs due to the fact that some of their young players have been sent out on loan. Flatdale's, Lewis, Thomas, Sutton and Bootroyd is the Iron bench. And Charlton's remaining subs: Phillips, the sub keeper, Reeves, Vita Cayley, Morgan, Ajosi and Lapsley. As the ball bounces up in the air, Morris is underneath it. He's pulled out the way there by Pratley. That seemed to come off his arm as well. It drops to Borthwick Jackson on this left side. Flicks it through to Humphreys. Holds the ball up into Borthwick Jackson. Now Morris leaves it pokes it back to Humphreys. Humphreys trying a shot. Curling. Bounces first and into the keeper's hands. Decent effort. Speculative.
I've been impressed with Humphreys. How he looks after the ball. How he's strong and it's a good shot there. And the keeper actually dealt well with that because it just bounced in front of him.
And Charlie Good did well there as well to intercept a ball, and then Ojo's had to slide in to win it back as it came back into the Iron half. Again, it was Fosu just trying to make a nuisance of himself. Attempted long throw by Charlton. Solly's attempt saw it slip out of his hands. Pearce across to Sarr. threads it through two Higham players. Novak thought he had an opportunity to overload there and get the ball, but Charlton have it now with Dijksteel. Turns inside and plays it to Cullen. Cullen in front of Josh Morris, two former teammates there. Out to the right side. Dijksteel again, 25 yards out. Right hand side, plays it down the line to Pratley. Pratley tries to side foot it infield, comes off Borthwick Jackson and out for a throw in. 51.5 minutes gone of the game. United lead by 3-2. And Charlton are going to make a change. They're going to bring on Ben Reeves, a 26-year-old Northern Irishman, former Southampton youngster. He played 135 times for MK Dons before joining last August, and he replaces Darren Pratley. So Pratley, with all his experience, has run his race, and now Reeves comes on. So some younger legs in there just to freshen things up a bit.
Freshen it up, give a bit more impetus to the game, and like I said, fresh legs there to try and take the game to Scunthorpe.
Balls with Charlton down the right side. Cross ball in by Dijksteel. Taylor holds it up to the goal line. Comes off Burgess, out for a Charlton corner. While Taylor wants it back quickly. He's got pink hair tonight to go with his pink boots, but all for a good cause. It's obviously Cancer Awareness Month in October, and he's done it for that, just to try and raise awareness and provoke discussion. Corner then, which Reeves takes from the right hand side in towards Lyle Taylor. Back out to Reeves, just inside the area. Drags the ball away from McArdle. Reeves crosses the ball in. Here's a chance, headed away by Good. Had to get there because there was Pearce trying it. Shot comes in again, blocked by Good once more. Cullen on his right foot, out to the left hand side. Fosu with a shot, fires it wide and high and out for a goal kick. And pretty dreadful in the end, thankfully for the Iron. 53 minutes gone, United lead 3-2.
Yeah, good. Just in that period of play, build up there, even when Charlton had the ball, you look at Colclough just holding his position out there on the right hand side, and I think, you know, on the transition when Scunthorpe get the ball, if they can find him early with that ball, with a diagonal pass or a couple of quick passes to get him on the ball, I think it's a real threat. And probably Stuart McCall's probably highlighted that. Just hold your position, trust the players in there to deal with it. And on the transition, if we can get the ball out there, right side or left side, as quickly as possible, you're going to cause problems.
Yeah. Thanks to Stephen Cole, who'd messaged you maybe didn't hear properly in the first half. He's saying he's listening on the iFollow. It said worth mentioning the reason Lyle Taylor is in pink. We did give it a mention in the first half, to be fair. We've just mentioned it again, but Stephen, thanks for the reminder just in case. As we said, and as Lyle said, the more times people can talk about it and raise that awareness, the better.
Yeah.
So cracking effort from him.
Yeah.
Something simple, but it's got people talking, hasn't it?
Definitely, yeah. Again, you look at Borthwick Jackson there, just holding that position.
Yeah.
Holding that position out there. Fullback's been, occupied by Josh Morris in there.
Throw-in taken and deflected, and Humphreys has come away with it. Can he get it to Borthwick Jackson? Might try and come in, tries a shot, keeper saves it. Oh, he's done well. He's done well because it looked as though Dijksteel had it covered, and now the Iron have won it back again. Dijksteel dispossessed. Colclough driving into the area. Chance for the Iron to make it 4 maybe. Cross ball in. It was a tame one in the end, and the keeper collects it. That's unfortunate after doing so well to win it back. He just kind of took himself in a bit of a cul-de-sac, really, didn't he?
Again, two of the wide players. I keep saying it, but really could get more goals and kind of kill this game off.
And a chance here now, ball poked through for Taylor from Reeves, but the keeper's equal to it, and it comes out for it.
Yeah, it could really kill the game off for Scunthorpe if they utilise those players correctly, which they nearly did then again. So you're talking about Borthwick Jackson now, first career goal tonight, second one as well. He's on a hat-trick now.
He seems to be climbing all over Novak there, but got away with it. Clark's ball forward is headed away by Charlton. Now they've got a 3-on-1. Push down the right-hand side to Grant. Squares an early ball in towards Taylor. It goes wide and out for a goal kick. Got away with that.
That's what Scunthorpe need to be aware of. That counter-attack. They've still got that pace up top. They've still got that quickness within the two strikers and the more advanced midfield player as well. So they've just got to be mindful of that. They're in charge of the game, just need to manage the game a little bit better to cut those counter-attacks or those quick attacks out.
Lee Bow, you're looking a frustrated figure as he just goes and plonks himself down on the wall next to his dugout, and just behind the wall, a little girl there, probably no more than, 4 or 5, oblivious to what's going on the football field and oblivious to the fact that the Charlton manager's just above her head contemplating and pondering what's going on the field right now.
Screaming on the touchline now.
Yeah. He's bellowing out. Well, he might be grey and he might be a few years older, but he's still showing the same passion that he had. Some people, he was the player many loved to hate on the field, but he had passion. You couldn't question that. Yeah, I played with Lee. Fantastic lad. Of course. He was a young player when he first came to Leeds, 19 years old. I think one of the most expensive teenagers, I think, back then. But yeah, great lad, fantastic player. He had a great career. Now he's making his way in management as well. Back at the club where he started. Yeah, absolutely. Throw into the iron right-hand side. Just inside Charlton's half, chipped forward by Good. Headed away by Sarr, climbing again all over Lee Novak. He's been used like a climbing frame tonight, and the refs let a few of them go. I think he's just getting frustrated and going back on before while he's screaming on. The fullback's getting dragged in by Morris. Yeah. And I think he senses the danger what Borthwick Jackson can add in. We spoke about it. Yeah. And I think if Scunthorpe, like I said, play that right, he'll get another chance. Well, he's on a hat-trick, Borthwick Jackson. Nice ball threaded through to Ojo. Trying to get across him from the right side. That's going to be a goal kick. Should be a corner, that, surely. What is going on? It's not just us, is it? We're not playing the home card here, are we? Definitely not. No, definitely not. Definitely not. You're going to get you don't know what you're doing chance any second. Yeah. Oh dear. Well, it's the assistant referee over that side is Wade Smith. You've got Lisa Rashid running the line this side, just in front of the home dugout as the iron come forward with Humphreys. Chip ball into the area. Novak stumbled, headed away. Almost found Humphreys' right foot, but it was cleared by a defender. Now it is with Humphreys on that right side. Been impressed with him. He's worked hard. He's been a nuisance, hasn't he? Strong player as well. Yeah, strong player. Stuart McCall said he wanted to see that from him. But a throw into Charlton. But McArdle gets in the way of it, gets a head on it without really knowing too much about it. Puts it out for another throw in 15 yards into United's half. The Iron lead 3-2 still. BBC Radio Humberside Freeview commentary. And Reeves tries to thread one through, but it bounces into the path of Novak, and the Iron have it with Jordan Clark on the edge of the centre circle. Squares it to Charlie Good, and his ball's been intercepted as he tried to feed a simple ball along. Jordan Clark goes flying in with a tackle. It halts the momentum. Ojo's fouled his man. Play continues. Taylor left-hand side, just in the area. Tries the cross, blocked. Good defending. Played away by Ojo. Yeah, good work from Charlie Good, and now the Iron can come forward with Colclough, surging forward. Changes gear, then slows it down. Steps inside, tries to feed one through for Morris to ghost after, and that's going to be a foul. Is it? No, it'll be a goal kick. Just too far ahead of Morris. So Cullen had spotted it, hadn't he? Just made the run and had a yard on him. Well, it's still lively. We've just not had any goals yet in this second half, which we'll take if it stays like this. Definitely. Take all 3 points, and it'd be a big 3 points as well. As Cullen swivels and then plays a ball away intended for Grant, but intercepted by Burgess. Lays it off for Borthwick Jackson. Up towards Novak. First time ball off to his left to Humphreys. Novak's made the run in. Humphreys just slows it down. He's got Borthwick Jackson in support. Still Humphreys. Lays it off for the Iron left back. Curl cross in. Played away and out towards Fosu, and it just didn't land at a player in a claret and blue shirt, and now Fosu can come away with it. But look at Humphreys chasing after him. Unfortunately, he's rugby tackled him. That's going to be a booking for Humphreys. Good foul. Is that a good foul? That's a good foul. I'll take that. I would have said, Ojo there should have fouled him before, and he missed him. Yeah. Tactical foul. That's what you call that. Yeah. Well, it comes back to there's the one. Pratley took one in the first half. You take it for the team, don't you? Part and parcel of the game. Yeah. That's what it is. Now you've got to be careful if you're on a yellow card. That's the only thing. Get in touch on social media if you've got a comment or two to make. For the Football Forum, it's at Humberside Sport. You can find me on there as well, at Mike White Sport. Drop me a message. Tell me what you're making of the game. If you're maybe following it in one way or another. Maybe on Freeview Channel 721 or perhaps via the club as well. Here's Pearce for Charlton on halfway. Slides one down that right channel for Grant to chase after. Burgess has got it covered and has to hook that one away for a throw-in. Because he'd taken a touch already, it was going to go out for a corner kick. We've had 61 minutes of the game, so we're past the hour mark and into the final half hour here at Glanford Park. We're on air until 10 o'clock tonight, so if we don't get reaction on air before we go off, we'll have it in our bulletins. It'll be online as well, and you'll hear some of it in Sports Talk tomorrow night. Myself, Burnsy and Matty Scar will be on with all the discussion. That's your place to talk to us. You can call Rob after the game as well, 08000 665959. Talk football, it's what we're here to do, and it's your forum to do just that. Here's Reeves. Across, good work from Reeves to Sarr, but nice pressure from the iron to force him back into his own half. Solly plays it down the line. Taylor's gone down, wants a free kick, not getting one. McArdle intercepts it. Good will play one down the right side. That one's going to go too long and through to the Charlton penalty area. And it's played out to Dijksteel on this right side. Yet to lose under Stuart McCall in all competitions. I know I'll be getting cursed for saying that, but that is the record at the moment. 1-2 drawn 4. Charlton haven't lost since the 21st of August, a 1-0 defeat to Peterborough, who were losing early on. They're playing at Sunderland. It's still 1-0 to Sunderland in that. I'll give you some of the latest scores in League One in a moment. We'll have a look at the Champions League as well. Manchester City winning earlier on in Hoffenheim. Here's Borthwick Jackson into Clark. Clark forward to Novak on the diagonal run. Takes the ball outside the area on this left side. Now back behind him to Borthwick Jackson. Ojo's making a run. Headed away by Charlton. That was a nice cross in, but just a little bit too deep perhaps behind Ojo. And now Fosu can break away down that left side. Stepping inside, Good. Plays a ball in towards Grant. That's read by Burgess. By McArdle, I should say, who gets a nudge, and it's out for a goal kick.
Good defending again from McArdle, showing his experience, using his body, getting in front of the ball. Good defending. Sometimes you don't even have to make a tackle, just be in the correct position.
Jack Anick has picked out Borthwick Jackson with a goal kick, and it's dropped on the iron number 3's left foot, right on halfway, but then dallied with it and has been dispossessed, and hopefully he's not punished here. Taylor from the right hand side, ball in towards McArdle, and he just cushions that one. Burgess leaves it for Anick, so they got away with that, and that was unfortunate because Borthwick Jackson had done the hard work. He dropped it down on a sixpence, didn't he? That would have been unnecessary.
Yeah, it would have been, yeah. But just need to be calm now, have the ball for a little bit, because I just sense Charlton is creeping back into the game.
Yeah,
just a touch.
Josh Morris has just left one on Cullen. And then Cameron Burgess has just skied one out of the ground, and anyone who's got a car in the car park towards the railway end of the ground behind the main stand, maybe check your windscreen when you go out afterwards. Free kick. Ball came back though because it was a free kick from the foul by Josh Morris as Sarr has played it up to Lyle Taylor. He's got some space to move inside. Squares the ball across that left-hand side to the ever dangerous Fosu. Steps into the area on his left foot, tries a shot. It's hit the inside of the post and come away, and Anick will get it at the second attempt. Wow, a let off for the iron there. Fosu allowed the space onto his left foot. He's fired the shot across the goal. It's hit the inside of the upright, almost at ground level, and bounced back out, and eventually it's fallen into the arms of Anick off the second attempt.
Yeah. Lucky.
Wow.
Lucky. I just sensed Charlton were coming back into the game a little bit. I've noticed Morris as well. Morris is now sitting on the deepest player in the Charlton midfield, whereas before he was taking care of kind of the right side of their diamond.
Yeah.
I thought that was working well first half. And it's causing now, it's enabling their fullbacks to get into the game, or it's making Novak or Humphries have to track back a little bit more.
Yeah, because it was forcing Charlton to go into the wide areas, wasn't it? Because they weren't getting joy.
That might be Stuart McCall's way of dealing with it, and that's fine. But I'd much rather see one of the strikers maybe dropping on that number 4 and letting one of the centre backs have the ball, because I think they're less of a danger.
But Burgess with a cross ball in towards Novak, who did well to get a touch, and then he's forced Charlton to defend that one away for a throw-in. And this sums up the game. Every time there's a lull and we think we can make a point,
it comes
something's
alive.
happening, isn't it?
Yeah, it comes alive.
Borthwick Jackson with the throw-in then to Clark, who's 30 yards out on the right, then goes a bit deeper diagonally behind him to Good, who steps forward, fouled, knocked to the ground by Grant. We said that, it doesn't look, it's only then when you can see he's a strong unit, Grant, isn't he?
Yeah.
Doesn't look it from range, but he's got some beef on him as the ball's played quickly on the free kick to Humphries. Back to Clark, now out to this left side again to Borthwick Jackson, who's got space. Tries the cross, it's blocked and out for an iron throw-in. Still 1-0 to Leeds against Hull City at the Cacom Stadium. Grimsby Town are still 1-0 up at Carlisle. A big night there for Michael Jolly, perhaps. That might just take some of the pressure off if they can see that one out. Seeing out the games has been a problem for them, though. Throw in by Borthwick Jackson into Humphreys. Hooks one over his head. That'll be away from Ojo. And then just pulls Fosu down. Didn't need to do that, did he?
No.
Pen him in. Yeah, bit of a daft one. So a free kick. Accrington and Doncaster are 0-0. Bradford are 1-0 up at Wimbledon. It's 1-1 between Barnsley and Plymouth, as it is in the game between Burton and Southend. Coventry 0, Portsmouth 1. Fleetwood 1, Wickham 1. Oxford 1, Luton 1. Goalless between Rochdale and Bristol Rovers as the Iron try and come forward again. Sunderland lead Peterborough 1-0 and it's Walsall 0, Shrewsbury 0, and Charlton have won it back. And there's a challenge by Colclough, and that's a cynical one, and that's a booking. As Haribo was running away with it. Yeah.
Is that one for the team again?
So Colclough in the book. He joins Humphreys. As we hit the halfway stage of the second half, 3/4 of the game gone. On BBC Radio Humberside, the Iron lead by 3-2 here at home to Charlton.
Again, you see the Charlton bench is urging their right back to go forward. That's where they're getting, they can exploit Scunthorpe there if they do that with kind of the little changes they've made. Scunthorpe, Colclough is coming inside a little bit more. He's not staying out wide, which I'd like him to stay out wide. He'd probably get on the ball a little bit more. And Morris is playing a little bit higher.
Free kick taken short by Cullen, out to the left side to Haribo, who won the free kick. Ball played into Taylor inside the area. Back to goal at the moment, leaves it for Haribo. There's a chance and there's the equaliser. And that's a set-piece play that's paid off for Charlton, but it's poor defending again from Scunthorpe United. Complete switch off, and Haribo's just been allowed to walk in. He won the free kick. It was played out to his left. He's nipped in a little 1-2, played back to him, and easy as you like, he's tapped it past, and the Iron once again pegged back. It's the Iron 3, Charlton 3.
Another goal again, another probably a sloppy goal as well, which could have been avoided. We've said before, we felt Charlton were creeping back into the game. Unfortunate with the chance what hit the post. Now it's game on again.
That was real switch off, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't even a quick free kick as well. It was just switched off, lapse of concentration.
Yeah, I mean, I've called it a set piece, but I don't even know if it was. They just saw an option to play it out there, didn't they? It didn't necessarily look like it was set up, and now Charlton trying to break again. They've got numbers forward. Taylor, edge of the area, dummies, tries the shot, and it's taken a deflection, comes out to Reeves, and he lashes that one well wide in the end.
Again, get the composure. After conceding a goal, you need that composure, you need to have the ball, you need to be calm. And you need to play your way back into the game. It's 3-3, you're not losing. Level terms again.
Frustrating though.
Very frustrating, yeah. And they should have been controlling the game.
Yeah. Well, it finished 3-3 a couple of weeks ago against Rochdale. Finished 2-2 here against Barnsley. 0-0 at the weekend. That was surprising for a Stuart McCall side. He did say he likes his teams to play attacking football. He actually said, I'd rather win 4-3. He said, my goalkeeper and my captain, if he's a defender, won't agree, but I'd rather win 4-3 than 1-0.
Well, hopefully he gets his wish tonight.
We've got a chance here, and Borthwick Jackson striding down the left-hand side, challenged by Lyle Taylor, and the referee has given it as a corner. Says it was a fair challenge. It was a strong challenge. The Iron fans might not appreciate it, given that it was Lyle Taylor, but strong tackle, that. You'd have been happy with that one, yeah?
Fine, yeah, full-blooded. Borthwick Jackson's got up, not a problem. I'm glad them tackles are still in the game, to be honest with you, because they're going out of it.
Corner at the Donny Road end for the Iron. Colclough, right-footed, curls it in. Burgess is in there, might drop to Novak. On the turn, comes out to Ojo, drifts into the area, almost tackled and almost brought down. That looked to be a handball. It's gone out for a corner. That's got to be a handball. It is a given it a penalty.
Penalty.
He has given a penalty.
Handball.
He has given a penalty.
Yeah.
The referee, the linesman didn't give it.
No,
the referee thought about it and then gave it. Piers put his hand up as Ojo was making the cross, didn't he?
I thought he put it out and he clearly stopped the cross. Clearly.
And then Reeves gets booked.
Clearly stopped the cross.
Yeah, he did.
I thought the referee, to be fair to him, had a good view of it. He took his time.
But the lino's got a good view.
Yeah, he's got a good view as well. Yeah.
But the ref thought about it.
The amount of times I'm on the touchline and I see, the linesman not make a decision and wait for the referee all the time. Now, whether that's a direction or whatever, I don't know, but
yeah,
it's a right decision from the referee for me.
3-3, 72 minutes on the watch. It's been a crazy game already. Cameron Borthwick-Jackson, I wonder if he wanted to take this penalty, but Josh Morris is the penalty taker. He's 3 or 4 yards inside the area. Left-footed, strikes it, and the iron lead again. Scunthorpe United 4-3 up against Charlton. Morris slides to his knees in front of the Donny Road end. Could that be the goal that secures all 3 points against Charlton Athletic? I tell you what, I wouldn't bet on it. This has been a crazy, crazy game, but some entertainment under Stuart McCall's reign for the Iron at Glanford Park, and the Iron lead 4-3.
Well, Stuart McCall might get his wish now. 4-3. You were just saying.
Yeah.
But if you were a betting man, you wouldn't bet against any more goals.
Incredible.
You'd probably say you're going to see more goals in this game. Hopefully, Scunthorpe can manage this game out now, control the game, keep a good shape about them, and with Charlton having to have a go as well as the clock ticks down, maybe exploit some spaces they're going to leave.
Josh Morris's 4th goal of the season from the penalty spot. He just looks so cool when he's playing it, doesn't he? There's no fuss or hassle with Josh Morris. Bang, straight forward.
Calm, collected. One thought in his mind where he's going to put the ball. In a pressurised situation as well,
yeah.
To get the team back in front.
I dare say that's it. 16 and a half minutes to go. You can't rule this one out from, hopefully it is, from an Iron point of view. But Charlton pressing forward again as they swing one out to the right side, just near the edge of the area for Taylor. Good work from Burgess, dispossesses him, but plays it only as far as a Charlton player in Dykesteel. Dykesteel comes forward, slides one down the line
offside.
to Haribo, flags up for offside. Irons free kick.
I'm just seeing again as they build up Charlton though, my worry is that Borthwick-Jackson is going to get dragged inside and their fullback is going to be pushed on. I'm sure the manager's, Lee Bowyer's saying that to the number 2 now.
To exploit the space.
When he gets dragged inside, get yourself forward into that space, and that's my only worry. I'd much rather see Morris maybe drop in there to that left hand side and one of the strikers drop onto the deepest midfielder.
Yeah. He's been disciplined, hasn't he, to be fair, Borthwick-Jackson?
Yeah.
With the way
he's been solid,
it. But he could get caught.
If he gets dragged in and the number 2 decides to go, which he hasn't done yet, but surely he will do as the clock ticks down.
Yeah, as you said, because of the way Morris has changed the way he's been playing. Yeah.
He's creeping now. Look, he's creeping now.
Yep. Dyke still just finding a bit of space on the right. It's now covered as it's played forward to Taylor. Burgess was with him. Borthwick-Jackson back in position there. Here's Dykesteel. Charlton in white and black. Now Reeves. Small blonde-haired midfield figure. Gives it back to Cullen. Now back to Sarr and then into Reeves again. Plays it out to that left side. Here comes Fosu. Fosu into Grant. Fosu's gone to ground, wants a free kick but not happening. Reeves will hook across deep and long and too long. And a Charlton fan overreaching on that one, nearly ended up on the pitch, but it's out for a goal kick. We'll take those all day long.
Definitely take that.
The attendance 3,341 here this evening. And who's that down over there? Is that Clark? Oh, that's a worrying sign. Jordan Clark just down on the ground.
Right.
Given that he's recovering from a persistent hamstring problem, you just worry if that's a recurrence of it.
Is he just back from that?
Yeah, he played in a reserve game last Tuesday. Having missed the last 3 games, he'd had a hamstring operation. If you remember, he missed the playoff game.
Yeah, Rotherham, yeah.
Because of a hamstring problem. He'd had issues with it prior to that as well. And you just hope that it's not the case here, but it gives the players a chance to just have a quick drinks break. So this is going to put a couple of minutes onto the added on time. And actually, I think they're looking... I think they're checking his head, aren't they?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Which, you hope that's all right, but...
yeah. You're not going to say that's a good sign. You're going to say it was all right, but it's not his hamstring.
But it's not his hamstring, yeah. So... yeah, it's just been checked. Seems to be all right. Or is he limping? I don't know.
Looks like he's going to come back on.
Yeah, looks like he's going over the far side, isn't he? Because he has to go off because of the stoppage. But if you're just joining us, it's Scunthorpe United 4, Charlton Athletic 3. We're in the final 13 minutes of normal time. And this has been one of the maddest games I've seen, I think.
Yeah, seesaw game.
Crazy game. But if it stays like this, Iron fans will be happy. Might question a couple of things defensively, but they'll be happy as Reeves tries to chip one forward for Charlton. Headed away by McArdle. McArdle up to Novak. Handball against Novak. A free kick on halfway, which Charlton want to take quickly and do. Chip square along the halfway line over to that left side to Solly. Now Fosu. Fosu tries to get it into Haribo, but it's blocked by the iron and intercepted and played away up towards Humphreys, who done well to shield that away from Pearce, but then in turn Pearce did well to get it back. The former Pompey youngster played out to this right side, nearly cut out by Novak. It's to Dijksteel. Novak closing him down. And
good work rate from Novak there.
United throw in.
Yeah, good work rate.
Doesn't stop, does he?
No, you want to see that from your strikers as well. You know, with 12 minutes to go, presses one, presses the next one, and presses a fullback as well, and wins the ball back.
Manchester United 0-0 at home to Valencia in the Champions League. Earlier, Man City won 2-1 in Hoffenheim. As Jordan Clark is back on the field and he's challenged well there to win the ball. Morris has just lost his man Cullen as it's chipped forward. Stretched to control by Taylor. 2 players leaving him, then Taylor is closed down by Burgess. Comes off Burgess and goes out for a corner kick. You can see the fans reacting. 2 centre-halves peeled away from Taylor there, didn't they? Taken quickly. Flicked into the area to Cullen. Chance for Charlton, blocked by McArdle, out for a corner kick. All the Charlton bench off the bench as they get ready to make a final substitution. It's going to be Igor Vita Kelly, the 26-year-old Angolan, who comes on in a second, but I don't think before this corner is going to be taken. From the right-hand side, Reeves curls this one in, headed away by Borthwick Jackson, out to the edge of the area, needs to be dealt with. Humphreys gets a toe end on it, it's going to be forced all the way back to the keeper's steer, and the Iron need to get out. They've been urged by their fans not to invite Charlton onto them. United leading 4-3. It's with Lyle Taylor over on the left-hand side, back to halfway with Solly. Now across to Sarr, then Pearce in his own half. Out to the right side to Dijksteel. Here's Reeves. United getting players in the face though and not giving him too much time on the ball. That's played up towards Fosu. Now inside to Solly. He's got Reeves in support. Dijksteel on the right side. Borthwick Jackson needs to get across to cover him. Up towards Grant. Good work from Clark just to poke that one back to Annie. Couldn't pick that one up because it might have been seen as a back pass. I think it was more of a challenge really, but taking no chances. And the ball lands at the feet of Humphreys. Morris does well to get it. Has his shirt tugged. Back to Borthwick Jackson. Now down the left channel to Novak. Got support behind him with Morris. United still leading 4-3. Novak squares the ball into Ojo. Edge of the area. Tried to flick it on for Humphreys, but Charlton deal with it. Clark gets it though. Borthwick Jackson leaves it for Novak. Ball into Morris. Flicked on for Colclough. Left side of the area. Chance for the Iron to extend the lead, and it might take a deflection. It's cleared off the line. Hooked away by Solly. Colclough made the run. went to drive into the 6-yard box, and then it flicked up, looped over the keeper, but Solly was there to recover. And now the Iron have conceded a throw-in over on the far side. This game has had everything. Right choice from Colclough. Did he have any support? I'm kind of watching what Colclough was doing.
He's tried to dink the ball, and he's just trying to get that little dink in there. If it goes in the back of the net, you don't say anything. But you know, again, another positive chance, positive little bit of build-up play in and around the kind of left-hand side of the box there. Good interplay to create a good chance as well.
Fosu's coming off for them, which, well, that surprises me, because he's been their danger.
Yeah, he has with the forward, but you know, you're probably looking at, you know, another striker coming on there. It's certainly not a negative substitution.
It's Vita Cayley on for Fosu then. And now Charlton trying to break down the left side. Good strong challenge from McArdle. Takes it away from Taylor. Throwing that down the left side. There's Grant, now Taylor into Reeves, tries to play one in. Chance from the edge of the area perhaps. Aribo holding the ball up, needs to be closed down. Aribo looking to line up a shot. Dijksteel goes down, looking for a penalty. Referee quickly waves that one away. That'll be a United throw in as well. He was looking for it, wasn't he?
Yeah, it went down too easy, went down too easy. Not dramatically, just a little bit too easy.
Well, Stuart McCall not looking at a change at the moment. Does he need to, or keep it as it is?
No, keep it as it is for me. You know, unless someone's carrying something or struggling with fitness, keep the team on.
Yeah. McArdle heads one away, up towards Humphreys. Novak trying to get the ball out. That's going to go out for a Charlton throw-in. Charlton are all over the place. They've got Pearce, their centre half, currently trying to take a throw-in quickly. He's left it for Dijksteel. In towards Vita Cayley. Now Dijksteel on the right side, and there's the space opening up. Cross ball in, side-footed away by McArdle, but that's what you said. He's just finding that bit of space down the side.
Well, to be fair, I don't think Charlton have done that enough. I don't think the number two's been adventurous enough and not put Scunthorpe under enough pressure. Because I think that was an opportunity for him to do it.
Dijksteel with the cross from the right-hand side then. Centred in. Cleared away by McArdle. Didn't know too much about it, but managed it. And then Colclough will play that one away for Humphreys to chase after. That was going to roll out for a throw-in just inside Charlton's half. I say just inside, midway inside in the end. Rolled down the line.
So you see the number 12 now and the right back where Borthwick Jackson could get caught.
Yeah.
If he decided to go.
Ball forward, Anik's got to come for it. Taylor's just left a body in there as well. Anik didn't like the attention he was getting from Lyle Taylor. They're just squaring up. Referee's in to react quickly to it. It was a niggly one. Taylor just sort of shoved his hip into Anik, didn't he, as he was running in. There was nothing in that.
Not really, but you know, let the goalkeeper stand up for himself there. You know, that's fine. You want him to do that.
And Anik launches that one away. Novak's dragged to the ground, but it's been given. It's been given against Lee Novak. Referee says he was backing in.
Yeah, I'd be screaming for that. To be fair, I don't think it was a free kick, but I would be screaming for it.
Says the former centre half, Mark Jackson, alongside me on commentary.
But he backs in well, does Novak, and Humphreys have done it well as well. They both look strong.
Yeah. Here is the first change now that's going to be made.
Yeah.
And it's going to be...
Worked hard as Humphreys. Worked hard.
Lee Novak going off.
Oh, Novak, yeah.
Yeah. Humphreys is coming across for an instruction, I think, but Novak has absolutely...
Both have worked hard.
Yeah. Andy Dales will come on for him for the final 5 minutes.
And again, look, it looks like he's going to slot into this left-hand side here, just in case they start to, get the full-back forward a little bit more.
Bit of support,
yeah.
Just try and negate that area. Humphreys is going to have to just run now, isn't he, for the last 5 minutes or so.
Force them down where we're strong. Keep them one way.
Yeah.
Keep the ball in front of you.
Oh, and Charlton have just nipped away with McArdle out of position. Charlton break down the left-hand side. Ball squared in behind Taylor and runs away. Dales should have this one covered. Look at Vita Cayley flying. That's got to be a free kick, hasn't it? He's marked more on Dales than anything else. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Yeah, so Humphreys, it looks like Humphreys is going to have to work the line himself, which, even though he's been doing it all game, he'll continue to do it for the last remaining minutes in this game.
It's been quite the game here at Glanford Park, and you can talk about it on the Football Forum, which is on air until 10 o'clock. BBC Radio Humberside. I think Rob will have a chat with Mark Jackson after the game. If you've got a question or two, you're right to stick around for a bit before you head off. You won't get anywhere out of the car park. No. You know what this place is like. So Mark will be with us for a little bit. You can give us a call. Book your calls now at 08000 66 5959. Talk to us about this performance. We'll try and get some reaction on air before we go off at 10 o'clock. But if not, it will be online. You'll hear reaction in our bulletins on breakfast from 6:25 with James in the morning. And on Sports Talk tomorrow night with myself, Burnsy and Matty Scar in the studio. Charlton trying to clear the lines at the moment. They're under a bit of pressure. Dijksteel nipping between a couple of players. Pearce squares it across. Cullen's under pressure, and eventually they get it away. Good hassle from the Iron. Really annoying the Charlton players there as they attack the visiting team, try and break away again. Down the left side it's with Taylor. Taylor's going to swing across deep towards Vita Cayley, who's managed to hook that one back towards goal, but comfortable for Anik to collect. Just over 2.5 minutes left of the second half, plus any stoppage time, and the Iron lead by 4-3.
Player gone down again there for Scunthorpe.
Yeah, it's Jordan Clark again.
Might be another sub coming on here.
Yeah, there is. They're going to bring George Thomas. Stuart McCall screaming at Funso Ojo, wants him to come across so he can get a message to him, telling him what he wants to happen. Yeah, now this one doesn't. I'm just wondering. Yeah, he is limping, isn't he?
I hope it's not too bad.
Yeah,
could be something else.
Applause from the fans around the ground, and rightly so. Talk to me about his performance.
No, it's been good, disciplined performance in there. He's been put in there to do a job, and he's done it very, very, very well. We said, on the formation, what Stuart McCall set up was the right formation for me, and it's paid dividends today. Yes, defensively they probably conceded goals, but they don't want to concede. But they've created chances, and they've scored 4 goals.
Throw in taken by Charlton down that right side. Just over a minute left of normal time. There will be some added on time. Clark's just gone off. Thomas replaced him. A rare appearance for George Thomas. Not seen him much since he came in on loan from Leicester. And Humphreys can try and come away with this, surrounded by 2 players. Here is Thomas's first touch. First time ball out to the right side to Colclough. Morris needs to hold his run. He's offside at the moment. Cross ball in. Headed away by Sarr. Out as far as Dales. Dales has got 3 Charlton players around him. He's played himself into a bit of bother there. He didn't need to do that. And then he's had it taken from him. It needed to come to this left side if he could have turned it. And now Dijksteel's got some room on this right side, but Dales closes him down quickly. Inside to Cullen. Thomas trying to get there. Just looking to see who's slotted in deep. You can't really see at the moment, can you? Because the shape's gone out a bit as they're just trying to defend for the lives.
Well, they're just packing players behind the ball and putting the block on, and that's what they need to do. Keep the ball in front. They've got 3 big centre halves there who can deal with any balls in the air, and they just got to be sharp so Charlton don't play through them.
Reaction to come from Carlisle, where Grimsby Town have beaten Carlisle by 1-0. Hendry's goal has given the Mariners a big win. 6 minutes of added on time as we're in to the first minute of it. Ball played out to the right side. United leading 4-3. It's been a mad, crazy game, but certainly entertaining. Ball chipped in towards the edge of the Iron box. That's headed away by Burgess. Comes out to the halfway line. Colclough almost intercepts that pass. Played out to the left-hand side. Now inside to Solly. Charlton getting players forward. It's with Grant. Grant turns away into a bit of a tight spot. Cullen lays it across to Reeves, tracked by Humphreys. Then inside to Sarr. Sarr plays it in to Vita Cayley. Now back to Sarr again. And forward, nice interception by McCardle, and the Iron can come forward with Colclough. He'll chip onto this left-hand side to Humphreys, and Reeves just got enough of a header on it to take it away from Humphreys.
Good defending from the midfielder.
And Charlton coming forward again, left-hand side. Haribo, cross ball in. Met by Good. And Anik tries to get there. Does he keep it in? He does.
Yes.
Well, the assistant referee was looking down the line at this side of the goal. It was at the far side. But she saw enough to say that Anik did well to keep it in. I wasn't too sure from this range, but
No, I'll trust the lines.
we'll trust her.
Yeah.
And a big kick downfield, but unfortunately, Humphreys can't stop it going out.
It's
for a
important,
throw-in.
Scunthorpe, keep compact now, keep the shape, keep disciplined. You're looking at the 3 centre-backs, you're looking at McArdle now to be organising in front.
Hull City 0, Leeds United 1's a full-time score in our FM commentary. Reaction to come from that one. Scunthorpe United 4-3 up here against Charlton. They've had a good record of the iron against Charlton here at Clanford Park. They've not lost at home in the last 4 meetings. The only ever defeat in 11 coming in 1973. As our FM listeners join us, who've been listening to Hull City lose at home to Leeds United, Scunthorpe United are 4-3 up against Charlton. It's been a mad game. They're breaking down the right-hand side. Cross ball in into Humphreys. It's 5. And Stephen Humphreys has ensured that Scunthorpe United will take all 3 points. A big victory against an informed Charlton side. And what a performance. Defensively, you might ask some questions. But attacking-wise, Stuart McCall said he likes his sides to play attacking football. They've done that tonight, and Humphreys gets his reward. He deserves that. He's really put a shift in, and he will make sure that the Iron are victorious tonight. Scunthorpe United 5, Charlton 3 were in stoppage time.
Fantastic goal, breakaway like I said, fantastic ball in, really hard to defend. And if there's anybody deserves a goal tonight, it's Humphreys. He's worked his socks off, even with him and Novak, to be fair. And Novak went off, and we said there he's going to have to work the line himself, but great position as a striker. Pleased for him, really pleased. And that seals the game now. Seals the game.
Absolutely. We've had 3 minutes of the 6th stoppage time.
We said whichever defence tightens up the most is going to win the game.
Yeah.
Simple as that. And I think they've dealt with Taylor a lot better in the second half, towards the end of the first half as well. And when he's got into wide positions, they've defended it ever so well in the second half.
Well, the Iron fans letting their feelings known to Lyle Taylor, asking him what the score is, and using a word that's not repeatable on the airways of BBC Radio Humberside. That's a foul by Burgess. He's grabbing the shirt of Lyle Taylor.
Match sponsors Alpham's Travel. Their man of the match and also the Iron Barman of the match is voted by you on Twitter is number 3,
Cameron Borthwick Jackson's got a man of the match award. You could have given it to a few. I think Humphreys getting his reward. He's put a real shift in. Novak did as well.
I think the team have to be fair.
Yeah.
Borthwick Jackson, Colclough on the right hand side has been really.
And it comes for a ball. He's dropped it. Can he get it at the second attempt? Dales will get him out of trouble. Have a go for a throw-in.
It's not over yet. There's about 3 minutes left yet, is there?
No, we've got a minute and a half.
Oh, a minute and a half, maybe. Yeah. It should be.
2 goal lead.
It should be.
Yeah. There's been some good performances.
Some
across
really
the board,
good performances, yeah. And I think the manager got the shape right. Yes, he probably won't be happy with a few of the goals, as like I said, with defenders won't be. But to score 5 goals at home, against an informed Charlton team as well. It's a great scalp.
Yeah, it is. 5-3 United lead. We're just about into the final minute of the 6 added on time. The Iron have given away a free kick midway inside their own half, though. They're just trying to slow Charlton down from playing this. I keep saying it, what a crazy game. A few people just leaving in the final few seconds of this one. Free kick then that Reeves will take. Right of centre. Curls it in towards the back post. Burgess heads that one up in the air. Ojo will try and get there. Good heads it away. He's done well. Opened the scoring on 3 minutes. Little did we know back then what we had in store for the remaining 80-odd minutes. As it comes through to Steer. He can't steer that one downfield. He sliced it instead. It's Colclough who wins it back. Right-hand side, inside the Charlton half. Just seeing out the final few seconds of this now. About 15 seconds left of the 6 added on time, if the ref doesn't add any more to it. Ball played away. Ojo with a good sliding tackle. Wins the ball back for the Iron, and now Dills can play it out to this left side to Humphreys, whose goal in stoppage time. The Iron's 5th. securing victory here. They're just seeing out time now. Humphreys into Thomas. Humphreys steps away from a challenge. Humphreys tries a shot just wide. Out for a goal kick, and that will be that. As soon as this is taken, you'd have to think the referee's going to blow his whistle. There he does, full time at Glanford Park. What a crazy game, but what an entertaining game. Maybe not much defensively at times, but plenty of attacking football. Entertaining stuff for the Iron supporters this evening. They've won by 5-3, including Cameron Borthwick-Jackson's first senior goal. He got a second as well 8 minutes later. Charlie Good opened the scoring, and in the second half, Josh Morris with the penalty, and Stephen Humphreys in stoppage time getting rich reward for his efforts this evening. A deserving victory for Stuart McCall's side. It's back-to-back home victories now. The unbeaten run keeps going. And I tell you what, the fans are going home with smiles on their faces tonight, and deservedly so. It's finished at Glanford Park. Scunthorpe United 5, Charlton Athletic 3. That is a big victory over an early informed side. Mark Jackson.
Definitely, yeah. The manager's got to be pleased with that today. You said you spoke to him there. You said he wants to play attacking, open football, would rather win 4-3. Things like that, which he's got his wish tonight. He's got an extra goal actually. You talk about defences and you talk about defences not being on top, but I actually think Scunthorpe defended a lot better in the second half. They dealt with Taylor coming in from wide areas, running at them better. They switched off for the goal. They probably had a chance where they hit the post as well, but that's it really, and they defended a lot better. I think Charlton missed a chance really with how Scunthorpe changed a little bit, and they had the full chance for the fullback to get on a little bit more than he did. I don't think they exploited that enough, but credit to Scunthorpe. Totally, they kept going, kept in the game, and scored 5 goals at home.